Now trailing by a couple. There's a lovely offload from the foul. Fuck still out. They swing it to the left. Charita, one of the best finishers, getting around. Cuts infield. Has support runners everywhere, including Caslick. Blythe coming back, looking to cut down the angle. Caslick goes in, and Australia are back in front.
One of the most impressive plays we've seen in this. Charita, strong finisher, beats Stacey Walker back on the inside. But you can always count on Charlotte Caslick to be at the right place at the right time. That ball couldn't have popped up any better for her. And she clears the coast.
(17-14).
Tap and go from Levi. Smale. And now Caslick for Ashby stepping in. And now Caslick pouring forward. Oh, they held off her. And you cannot stop the world's best player for twice in a row.
The best. Huge play here from Tegan Levi to turn the ball over. Finds the hands of Ashby. She creates. She gets defenders to bite on her, availing that right edge. And Charlotte, true to the DNA of her rugby ability, finishes it off in front of a huge home crowd.
So if it stays all square, we go to extra time. But at the moment, Madison Ashby has won it back for her team. And here they come. Look a little bit more connected in this half so far. And here's Caslick. That is Caslick to perfection in her 50th tournament.
Normally creating all of the gaps this time. Well worked off of Sharni. Just that little bit of body weight shifting off that right foot, finding the gap and the speed to finish. And look who we have in the stands, Shannon Perry.
Yeah, Shannon Perry's been with the Aussie team.
Australia looking to strike first here in this Pool B decider. They get the penalty.
Just slipped up.
Faith Nathan. Shani Smale. Charlotte Caslick. 50th HSBC Sevens event here in Vancouver. And she gets the first try.
And then sends the long ball out to Charlotte, who ball in two hands. Squares up her defender, just has the wheels to take it.
And now Suter again. We've already seen a glimpse of her pace, chopping back in field.
Backwards.
Heavy contact though, and it's going to land here for Charlotte Caslick. The loose bouncing ball, and that is where Australia is ruthless. Charlotte Caslick with the try.
Points to the board. Japan did so well here, weaving the wand, but unfortunately the ball comes loose right here. And as we know, in broken play, Australia is so ruthless. Charlotte goes all the way to put Australia in a further lead.
50 tournaments for her last week. Of course, good shot tackle around the ankles from May Otani on a powerhouse runner in Soraya Paki. Speaking of, Caslick, that's just Caslick to an absolute T. Classic 51 tournaments worth of one of the absolute greatest to play the game. Charlotte Caslick does it with ease.
Through what you see here, making Kajiki question herself, able to beat two defenders, and she knows when she's in open passage, she has the pace and the ability to go the full way.
So much time to do whatever she wants. Concede the penalty. It's just strength over the ball. Nasser once more. DeToy out there now. Some fresh legs for Australia and a big old hole for Charlotte Caslick to weave her way through. And Australia have full command.
She needs no explanation. She knows how to do the job and adds further points.
Australia looking to launch their attack. Smale found a hole, gets past Willison. Chases coming from Kaka, mows her down, but again, it's 30-odd metres that Smale's carved off. Australia bodies in motion, way too many numbers. Great strike back, hit back from Charlotte Caslick.
All credit, though, to Shani Smale. Caught Willison back on the inside. Was in clear space, but didn't have the pace to go all the way. Madison Levo does a great job to protect that ruck. One spread to Caslick, and she glides over.
Massive contribution this weekend from Shani Smale in her 50th tournament, having turned 36 on Friday night. Great line-out ball from Levi in the middle, and look at Australia rolling forward. Caslick straight back into the action. They set it up for her. She's so usually the architect. This time she's the finisher.
That was pre-planned. That was not reactional. That was a pre-planned move. On the outside edge, you're watching now. Caslick just hides in the back, hides in the back. The pull's on. Now she goes. Lovely. It's the timing, though, of that. Such subtle movement, but the timing was spot on, and that's what creates the opportunity.
It's fascinating to see the adjustments Australia make in their attack without Madison Ashby. So it's all gone pear-shaped for Fiji since that first score, and now Charlotte Caslick. Bread and butter for the quality of Caslick.
Her then, that she can just run straight. When you're running on the back foot, you don't have clarity in your decision-making, and they just forget about her, thinking who else is she going to bring in, and she takes the score.